Okay, great. So since today is new moon and Pacific time, it's like around 10:30, so it's in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna have a little quieter start and then we'll get to music later. And new moons are really optimum times to go inward, to be quiet, to contemplate, to meditate. This is a high power puja day, ritual day in many traditions. And so if you have time to do any of those things, especially after sunset, it's even extra mojo. And then also it's a great time to set seeds, both if you're growing a new garden physically outside, or if you are wishing to start new things in your life. I think it's a really great time, considering we've been in kind of this retreat experience, and now things are opening up a little bit. Being very conscious how you wish to step into the world. Have you updated, or do you want to update from when we all went into this retreat-like experience? So it's a great time. It feels like such a perfect moment to be in new moon. And then it enters into the weekend, which is wonderful to give us more time for those of us who are hustling during the week. So anyway, just a couple contemplations, take it or leave it. So let's start. So with that said, you're welcome to bring your awareness more internal as we have more of this quiet asana moment. Let me just get all the techie ready. Okay. There it is. Great. All right, I always like to start open. I feel that gives us a really solid foundation. And because this is Shakti yoga, and the pelvic bowl being the beautiful carrier vessel of our Shakti. So while I'm talking, feel free to soften the knees, engage the front pelvis to lengthen the tail, and anchor into all four corners of the feet, starting to feel that connection with the earth, rooting down, but also receiving her vitality up. So you can bring hands to belly, doing circles. And this circle is a Qigong practice, because in Qigong, in the Chinese system, they also understand this belly region being a very powerful place to, one, intend our energy to be stored, but also to draw from this region. So we do both in the Shakti yoga. We draw it into the belly, but we also learn to navigate and cultivate that Shakti to move around the body. So essentially, this pelvic bowl with that Amrita nectar of the Shakti, that powerful fluid of transformation. So we have essentially a cauldron here, a cauldron of potential, of our potential, of universal potential, but also this is the place of transformative power and activity. So go ahead and draw the hands down the legs. You're going to widen those legs so that the knees are above the ankle, and give some little bounces. Gently getting into the posture. You can rock back and forth. Just listen to your body. How does your body want to gently open? And we tuck the chin a little bit so the neck is long. We start lengthening the breath in and out. Drawing the hands a little bit more towards middle thigh, and drop a shoulder, look over the other. And reverse. One more set, both sides, deepening. It's okay to bend the elbows here. Coming back to center, we're gonna release the heart, then the head, then the arms, and roll up, lengthening legs. Inhale, arms float, gaze up, heart, head, arms. Lengthen legs, inhale up. Heavy arms and head. Inhale, and heart, the knees start bending to bring you closer to the earth. Exhale out the mouth, inhale the nose. Do 3 more at your own pace, making it as luscious as possible. Hearing the breath, both in and out. That's so good. Do it one more time because I think you're just really sinking into it. Extra big exhale. Toes in, heels out. Grab the elbows, rock the torso. Breathing into the back. Releasing any mind chatter directly into the earth. Good. Then we're going to do fingertips under shoulders, heels in, sink the tail. Shoulders move towards the tail and lengthen and sink. So we're going to do something we haven't done before. I'm going to show you the legs first and you can mirror me. So there's a slight angle or the feet are parallel, not too much of a big deal how your feet are, just feel stable. And it's a low slide. So it's not our normal side to side slide that we've been doing. This is going to be a little higher of the booty. So you're sliding side to side. Then the upper body is fully heavy and follows the direction of the hip. If you're not going to do anything with the upper body and the hands other than drag. And it should feel really great. It should feel like a release, a surrender, and restorative. No efforting of the upper body. You can even close the eyes if you'd like. Deepening each hip motion. And to center. Hands in the middle of the feet, fingertips flat back. Inhale, drawing the lower back and behind the lungs up to the sky, slightly, not a big one. Slight tuck of the chin. Exhale, bringing torso towards the ground. Watching where the shoulders are. Heels in, roll it up. And shoulders roll up and back. And down, back up. And we're going to shake, 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 slowly bringing the feet underneath us. Shaky shake. And go ahead, just toss out any stagnation, out the arms, out the twist. Breathing. And starting to focus with the lower back, the opening, the twist. Moving that focus to your middle back. Then see if you can just add a little bit more effort to the upper back. That might only be the eyes move a little bit more. Then you'll get into the neck a bit as well. But very careful. It should feel good, no straining here. Then we're going to start slowly releasing the upper neck back. So not as much effort. Then starting to release the middle, and then slowing it down the lower back. Coming to do another Qigong move, which is, the pivot is starting from the hip, the upper body is surrendering and letting go. And the ideal scenario here is you're tapping the kidneys in the back. This is pure love here for your organs. This is like complete loving up your organs, front and back. So another wonderful Qigong practice, a basic that's right in the pelvic bowl region, right in our Shakti power center. Now they don't use the term Shakti, but they use the term Qi, which essentially is the same thing. Vitality, power, energy. So we're gonna tap it right in front to back. So this would be actually the Dan Tian in Qigong. So it's front to back. They should be, that tap wants to be mirroring each other, front to back. And it's a very soft, it's almost not a fist, but because the fingers are kind of in a ball, it kind of is a fist. This goes pelvis and tail. It should feel actually really good, like we're releasing, which is exactly what's happening. So here's one of those both and movements where we are packing the chi, we're putting energy in there. This contact is like an explosion. Each contact is an explosion of energy. So we're packing the chi in our power center, and we are giving expression to release anything that's not serving us. So we get a 2 for 1. And the whole body is benefiting because there's this wave moving through the whole body. Breathing deeply and deepening the breath. Double. And then return, soft knees and feet under hips. So the hands are stacked and we're putting that chi, that Shakti right back in there. So we're gonna go big circles, and very subtly, slowly, those big circles start coming in like a corkscrew with the intention that you're storing your Shakti right into its power center. And then we just go over the navel a little bit, pack it in there. Beautiful. So we're going to just hold for a moment. In our recent Tuesday series, we talked about the the chakra control, the wheels of energy control, the nadis, the rivers of energy, managing these with awareness. It's a sadhana in itself. It's a very profound discipline that can change your life. So right now, the knees are soft, feet are under the hips, tail is soft and released, shoulders roll up and back. On an inhale, exhale, we sink a little deeper and bring your awareness to the feet, equal balance on each foot, and lifting the toes, lifting the arches, fanning the toes, and keeping the toes fanned as you plant them, and feel free to play around with the apertures of those chakras on the toes and the middle of the feet. Opening, receiving, bringing that Shakti right up through the earth, into your legs, into the pelvic bowl, rising through the whole body. Top of the head, down the arms to the fingers. Inhale, arms go out wide, and we wiggle the fingers. Inviting that Shakti from the earth through the body, top of the head to move down the arms and then the fingers, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And wrists, we're gonna bend the knees, flatten the torso. So if you can get parallel with the floor, that's awesome. If you wanna take it a little deeper, you press slightly with the tail. You can reverse the circles of the fingers and the hands. Chin is slightly tucked. Here we go, hands are gonna release. Now we're gonna add the hand chakras. Palms of hand, fingertips of hand. Wheels of energy, windows to receive and windows to let go or even offer. Offer your essence, your power, your love to Mama Gaia. She certainly could use it these days. So you might be feeling those thighs firing up, getting hot, and press the tail down and up. A few times, pulsing the tail, waking up the legs, inviting that Shakti vitality into the pelvis. Inhale the legs long to fingertips flat back. Exhale over, heavy head, walk it out. Just walking in place. Drawing the pelvis, belly, abs towards the spine, giving more space to get closer to the floor, the upper body. We are going to step right foot back and rock front to back with your lunge. You can be on fingertips, which is a great way to start our first lunge. We're going to stop here in place, engaging the front body to float away from the floor, dropping left ear to left shoulder, pulling right shoulder away to open that right side of neck. And reverse. One more set, both sides. Good, stepping left foot back, coming into a dog and walking it out. Right foot forward and wake up the back feet by back foot by rocking front to back, waking up the toes, the Achilles heel. Good, and then come to stillness, engaging front body, float away from floor, dropping the chin in as far as you can and the shoulders down. Breathing. And come to neutral, maybe just a little lift, and repeat. Chin comes in, shoulders slide down. You might even do little, very small looks right to left while you're doing that. One more time, slight lift, and again, chin in, shoulders slide away. And see if you bring the ears side to side to shoulder a little bit. Good, back into your downward dog, walk it out. Bending the knees, lift the heels to their height, where you have the feet as if you're pressing against a wall and the heels are above the toes. Inhale. Exhale, heels over to right, look under left. Equal press in both arms. Water ski asana, bending the knees. Heels up and switch. Look under right. And one more time, both sides in your own way, making the transitions really smooth. Good, both heels up and press down, up, press down, up, press down, and then walk, walk, walk towards the hands. Inhale, flat back, exhale over. Sit down parallel to floor, the torso, thighs, arms, wiggle fingers. Clasping hands behind the lower back. Inhale, the hands are gonna draw away from the head. The head's gonna gaze up. Big eyes look forward. And then over. Nice bent knees. Listen to your body where they want to bend. Play around with micro movements of the shoulders. Hands can be to waist if shoulders are not happy here. Little more length of the legs. Lengthening the legs slowly. The hands are going to come up, reaching up, then they reach back, then hands reach down and the heart opens to the sky, gaze to the sky. Notice what's happening to your lower back. See if you can lengthen it. Arches lift, toes lift, fanning the toes. Smiling, big eyes. Such a blessing we can be here together on this new moon. One more time, the hands go down to the floor a little bit more, and everything releases. Take an inward gaze and scan for a moment. Feeling the quiet of the new moon. End of one cycle, beginning of a new. Right foot to left, palms to the sky. Inhale. The hands are above the shoulders. We're going to first place the heart nice and soft in the rib cage. We're reaching those fingertips to the sky as we're rooting into the earth with the feet. So we have this beautiful connection right now, bridging the heavens and the earth with our intention and our bodies. Then we're going to inhale from the feet through the body, through the fingertips, gazing up. Hands touch together, and we draw in a seed of intention that we are going to plant today on this new moon, right to the heart. What seed would you like to plant today that has a full moon cycle to grow to next new moon? How can things be updated as we step out into a new cycle? Good, release. And we're gonna open the feet about hips width, maybe a little more. We're gonna do, the hips are gonna go forward and then to the upper body. So you dip, hips, and upper. So the arms are heavy. Today is a lot of kind of surrender and release movements because the new moon really asks us to do that. Not to mention the astrology right now is, if you try to fight the astrology right now and take a pause, then we're going to reverse. Head to tail. So big body waves. So if you try to fight what's happening in the astrology right now, there's a ton of planets that just went in retrograde, which means everything that those planets represent is on pause or even backwards. So just chill out. Go inward. It's new moon on top of that. Head, shoulders, chest, tail. Last one, head, shoulders, chest, tail. Good. Top of mat. Inhale, hands touch. Exhale, release. Coming closer to the earth this time. Right leg back. Deep into your nice lunge. Anchoring that back foot at 45-degree angle. Setting up your foundation. That means front knee over front ankle. That means anchoring deeply the outside of the back foot. So the arch lifts and you're just absorbing the earth vitality through that meridian that rides from the foot all the way upward. That's an upward flowing river that goes directly into your pelvic bowl. So we optimize that by the arch lifting and anchoring the outside of foot. So once you have that nice foundation, Then we draw that right hip forward so that when we come up, we're in our optimum warrior one foundation. Hands above shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, gazing up. Exhale, maybe you open the heart to the sky a little bit. Watching what's happening with that back arch and the back hip. Deepening with each exhale. And swan dive down. You can take a vinyasa if you'd like. Child's pose, dog, whatever you'd like. Listen to body. Reverse, right foot forward. Lunge, anchor, back foot at 45 degrees, front knee over ankle. Feel the solid foundation of legs, drawing that left hip forward, and engage core. Inhale up. Hands above shoulders, soften the heart. Inhale, gaze up. Maybe exhale to open the heart to the sky. Deepening with each breath. Swan dive down. Vinyasa, optional. Listen to your body, make it up. Coming into dog, everyone. And do, again, listen to your body. Is the dog gonna be still or walking around? Maybe you roll the shoulders, maybe not. Then we're gonna take a feet about as wide as your mat or wider, bringing the hands in close and bending the knees, getting to the hip. Heels can come off alternatively. Good, and coming long into plank. So the shoulders move away from each other so that the heart has its full expression. And also it's just nice for the heart, the shoulders to have that openness. Rocking front to back. Pressing into the fingertips. The fingers are fanning out, toes are fanning out. We're waking up the toes by rocking front to back. And opening the wrists. Inhale, press away. Exhale, hover. Or you can go into cobra. Breathing feet to head and head to feet. Then toes tuck, up dog. Opening heart, gaze forward. Shoulders back. Pressing into the tops of the toes. And a little wag of the tail. Now, if at any moment you start feeling discomfort in the lower back, immediately go into child's pose. Good, toes tuck. Downward doggy dog. Right foot steps to center. Take a moment of deepening in that lunge. Left foot steps next to. Parallel. Torso, release. The tail sits, the hands brush, and we go into chair. So you can start with gazing forward so you can set this up in an optimum way. So an optimum chair from my discipline, now other people have different ways of doing it. Pelvis goes in, tail lengthens, lower back lengthens. Shoulders slide down the back. Inhale, gaze forward, lift those hands up and the chest opens a little bit more. Knees are over the toes. Tail sinks a little. Breathing through it, you love it, you're smiling. And we lengthen with intention and grace. Hands touch to heart. Breathe. And brushing the fingers. And we resume. Lengthen tail by engaging front pelvis. Soften heart, shoulders slide down the back. Inhale, open heart forward, gaze forward. Knees over toes. The breath is going to be your best friend here. And coming to stand, hands in prayer to heart and over. This time we're going to step left foot back. And we are going to anchor those toes, lift the heel. Hands go above shoulders. Open heart for a moment. Good, then the hands are going to go back and draw down. Just for a moment as we then bring left hand to floor. And we're going to put right hand on heart, and the hand is going to lovingly invite the heart to twist up. We gaze up, then we draw the hand to reach the sky. Slight tuck of chin. Hand and eye connect as the hand goes back and down, forward, up, back, down. That's an Odissi principle of the eye follows the hand. Press into front leg, lengthen, left hip forward, inhale long, exhale, release. And into lunge, vinyasa optional. And then we bring left foot forward. Get into your nice strong foundation. Press with the back toes, lift the back heel, inhale, hands above shoulders. Solid drishti focal point, which assists in the balancing. Hands go behind, reverse your clasp. Draw back. Anchor right hand, inside left. Knee over ankle. And we bring that left hand lovingly to heart. Twist heart, then gaze, then reach to the sky. Hand reaches back, down, forward, back, down, forward to plant. Inhale, lengthen that front leg, lengthen the spine. Exhale, feel free to release foot and head. Having a moment to really focus on the breath. Bending front knee. Right meets the left. Lengthen. Exhale over. You can grab the big toe with the 2 first fingers. Inhale, long spine. Tuck the chin. Exhale. The breath releases so you can come really low to the body, elbows out. Make sure the shoulders give the neck some room. Inhale, lengthen, and inhale, the back to the sky, head to the floor. Feeling the full volume of the back of the lungs filling up. Exhale, release all the way down. Elbows out. Drawing the belly into the spine. Nodding yes. Inhale. Back to the sky, head down. Exhale, flat back, long arms. So you're looking at the floor now. Hands to the waist, flat back, soft knees. Now we're gonna do an angle back. So we're gonna inhale, exhale. You're gonna push all the air out of the belly. And then, this is another yummy organ thing. And then you're going to, so all the air is out. I'm gonna just show you really quick. So all the air is gonna be out. And then you're gonna pulse. This is more organ massage and love. And then when your breath can't handle it anymore, you inhale, take a break, and we'll do it together. So the hands are gonna be here, and you're just, arms are long, you're supporting a really relaxed organ zone, Shakti zone, and this is really, you know, emotions have been high, right? Some of us have been like, WTF, like, do I ever get to leave my house again? Or will anyone ever call me again? Or whatever it is, whatever the story is. A lot of emotions get logged in the body. So when we do this wonderful yogic discipline of body, mind, energy, we're literally cleansing ourselves, but we're also igniting ourselves. So these type of practices where we get into the gut, the belly, a lot of people, I'm one of them, if I have emotions going on, I crunch down here. And you might relate. Like the belly just goes, so what we want to do is really get in there, let the belly know, let the organs know everything's good. We're literally giving a really good focus to releasing, loving, and activating. So here we go. Put the feet in a comfortable place. Long arms. Here's the side view. Inhale. Exhale. Pulse. Can be slow and graceful, which is great. And when you're ready, inhale. Take a couple normal breaths. We'll do it 3 times at your own pace. So here's the first one, now that you've got the map. So you're gonna start on an exhale and then you'll pulse in and out. Okay, 3 on your own pace. Last set. Good, bringing the feet below you, release, going up on the toes, up with the heels, keeping those lifted, or if you prefer, you can go flat. We're gonna go to the top of the mat. Head goes down, heels stay up, optional. Legs parallel to floor, arms reach out. Really engaging the core if you're balancing. If you're balancing, you're pressing into the balls of the big toe. Torso comes up, picking a drishti focal point. You're still balancing. You press into the balls of the big toe as you engage the core, front body. Shoulders sliding down. Palms flat to the floor. Inhale, hands above shoulders. Now you're in your fullest length if you're on your toes. You're reaching those toes into the floor and you're reaching the fingers into the heavens. Engaging front body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gracefully come down, feet touch, inhale up. Exhale over. You can step or hop back. Up dog, down dog, pressing right heel back, flexing foot, open long leg, bend knee, and circles of the foot. Other way. Knee goes out and down and around, getting into the hip socket. Reverse. Good, we're gonna go into kitty curl, knee to face, and breathe a couple times or place the foot when you need to. Great, placing that foot, anchoring back foot 45. We are going to reach left arm forward, right hand in or to the shin, twist open as you transition up to warrior two. So you're gonna gaze in the direction of the heart to stabilize shoulders above hips. Knee goes over ankle. Lengthen that spine directly growing from the middle of the hips. When you have that strong foundation, then gaze forward, receptive warrior, palms to the sky, drawing tail to the earth, deepen on an exhale, reverse on the next. You can bring forearm to thigh. You can add an angle of the left, making sure the heart is soft. You can bring it to the floor. You choose where it is right for you today. Some days are different. Just gotta listen to the body. Then we're gonna bring both hands to outside of front foot, lengthen front leg, bring that back foot forward. You can stay on the toes of that back. We are going to bring right hand to hip, twist heart to sky. Try to keep the hips fairly level. If you want to deepen it, arm goes up, gaze up. If you want to deepen it, you anchor back foot at 45. Now choose your most graceful transition. Start by gazing down, and we're going to end up in warrior two again. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, vinyasa. Left foot forward. Anchoring that lower body so that everything's where you want it to be. You are going to twist. So we're reaching right forward, twist, and then pressing into the earth to come up. Front knee over ankle. Finding that nice center point for hips to allow the spine to rise equally between the hips, anchoring outside back foot. Arms then go out, gaze out. Receptive warrior, palms to sky. And reverse. And choose where you want to go for either knee, floor, add the arm. And both hands to outside front foot, drawing back toes in. Inhale, and then left hand to hips. Exhale, twist. Gaze up. You can add the hand if you'd like. You can anchor back foot at 45 to deepen. The breath is really working for you now. See if you can lengthen the ins and outs. And choosing your most graceful transition, back, forward into warrior. One more reverse. And release however you want. You can do vinyasa, you can do child's pose. Listen to your body. It's all available to you here. Couple little breaths. Dog. Taking a bit wider stance, just a little wider than hips. As you walk the hands to the legs, grabbing elbows opposite, clasp them before, soft knees, swing. And we're gonna draw the toes out, take your squat. So everyone has a different capacity of squat. Listen to yours. The feet are wide. The heels may be flat or not on the ground. If they're not, you put your mat rolled up or a pillow or something. If you can, you add elbows to inside of knee. And then the next would be the Anjali at the heart, pressing the Anjali down, which lengthens the spine to the sky and the tail to the earth. So we're going to take an inward gaze and also drishti to the floor in front of us. If this doesn't work for you, you sit on the floor with feet touching and just listen to where the upper body wants to go. Then we're all going to take that sit with feet wide. This is not a butterfly. This is more of a whatever your body wants. Reaching forward, bringing the head as close as you can down. You can wiggle back and forth. Then we're going to bring it into a butterfly. So that means the feet are closer to the body, the feet open to the sky. I like to bring the hands behind to help open the upper chest. Elbows come together. You can flap the knees, the wings, or you can drop one and the other alternatively. Then fingers towards body, wrists away, plant the hands, inhale, open chest, open throat. Elbows come towards each other. You might play around with lifting the tail up and down off the floor. Shoulders coming back towards each other to finish. And come into a seated position of your choice and just scan and witness. You can even massage the feet if you want to keep the feet together, or you can just take a seated position and start doing an inward connection with self. Good, and then we are going to get into some ODC work. I love doing the eyes because our eyes work so much for us, and yet it's so rare we get the opportunity to just focus on giving back to the eyes. So it's a great place for us to go. All right, friends. So we're gonna keep it short and sweet because I teach another class after, as some of you know. Okay. So since we've been doing this now for a while, I'm gonna just say, let's get into it. So, Suchi Mudra, gaze front, peripheral vision follows the fingers, sliding eyes right. Big eyes. And you really want to feel the muscles of the eyes both lengthen but strengthen. So we're going to relax here into it for a little bit. The heart soft, shoulders soft. Finding that finger to the right. And the eyes are big. There might even be a smile. Sliding eyes to the left. Waking up those eye muscles. You may notice that you get more length and power as you breathe into it. Good. We're going to go for right side for 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left side for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again to the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Double. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and center. So we gaze, keeping the head forward, gaze down, then follow that fingertip all the way up. And slowly down, hold, and up, hold. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do one more set. Up, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide down 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take it out and up and side, down, 2 more, out, up, side, down, last one, out, up, side, down again, out, up, side, down, last one, out, up, side, down, and switch. So now we're going the opposite, out, so up, out, and down, out, up, out, down, out, up, out, down, and out, up, down, out, up, out, down, last one, out, up, out, down. Good, and just take a moment to do whatever you got to do for your eyes. Okay, let's see. Any requests? We have just a few minutes, so if you have a request, go ahead and unmute yourself. Otherwise, you can just start opening the hands while we're sitting here. Come on, somebody's got to have a request for ODC. Yes, no, okay, well then we'll just roll with it. So we're opening those fingertips back and back and getting the thumbs. Shaky shake. We're going to toss the lotuses. So notice the arms are not moving, it's in the wrist. And we are letting each petal unfurl. And then we reverse. So it's the pinky leads. The pinky comes in and the others follow. Pinky, pinky. Good. Yeah, we're going to stay seated today. So we're going to do oblique slide. And at first, it's okay. Just let the shoulders do whatever they want because we're just going to open it. Open the sides. Adding Anjali. It's a nice center point to show us where middle is. Then we're going to solidify shoulders above the waist, hips, and we're going to activate your right oblique, activate your left. So the shoulders are not moving. Now it's going to be a little less flexible, but this is the integrity of the movement. And then we're going to do a little pat the belly and rub the belly and pat the head. We're going to keep this moving. It's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and pause. The mudras are going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's as if you're cascading around a ball. So you make that as graceful as possible. It's round. So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to do opposite mudra to oblique. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can look forward right now and don't worry about the head. Just get the mudra and the slide with ideally the shoulders staying in place. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you know the head and chest, or I mean the head and eye, we're going to add that first with the oblique. Then we're going to look same side as activated oblique. Opposite mudra. Center. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and center. So that is something you can play around with. That'll keep you chewing on stuff for a little bit. So let's go ahead and just touching the earth in gratitude that we can have this practice, that we have a strong foundation beneath us. We have Sangha, we have community to practice with. Touching our third eye. May we awaken through this profound time that we're all sharing to see reality as it is. And Anjali at the heart, taking this new moon window as a time to really contemplate what seed or seeds you wish to plant. Just taking a couple breaths in quiet together. Have a gloriously beautiful new moon day, friends. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yay. Hey, quick note is as of June 1st, these are going to be Thursday. Same time, just Thursday. And I'll send little reminders, but just want to make sure. June 1st, Thursdays. Yay.
Cool, thanks.
Lots of love all. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.